Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today's Wednesday, July 15, 2009, and today we're reading in 2 Samuel chapter 22. And as you read through this, you'll see basically this chapter, the whole theme was just the same thing. So it's really for you to read it for yourself, and as I always say, see what you get from the emails and put on the blog. But the overall theme that I saw as reading this chapter is just David being thankful and really acknowledging that out of all the accomplishments that he's accomplished, it wasn't by his own power, his own strength, or his own might or whatever. It's really God that allowed him to accomplish all these great things. So he really was at this point acknowledging that it wasn't by his own doing. And what we can learn from that, what we can see, is that the things that we'll accomplish, or the things that we have accomplished, it's not by our own doing either. It's by the Lord being able to use us to accomplish these great things, or whatever it is that we will accomplish. And if you think about it, we ourselves have many faults. We have a lot of errors in things that we do, and we know that about ourselves. Personally, you know it about yourself, your shortcomings. I know about myself, whatever shortcomings. And I believe sometimes we even expect ourselves to fail at certain things, or we don't. We know that we are limited in our capabilities by ourselves, and this actually helps us to remember and encourages us and strengthens us, because we realize that it's not by our flawed self that we accomplish anything. It's really by God working through us, using us, being able to use us, that we'll accomplish the things that we'll accomplish. There's a song out by a group called Mary Mary that I heard the other day, and I believe that the main theme of that is that it's the God in me. So it's not by it's not by my own doing or by your own doing, but it's by God using you and God being able to work within you to accomplish the great things that you're going to accomplish. This makes living and life to me a whole lot easier, knowing that we know that we have problems, we know that we have errors, we know we have flaws, we know we have shortcomings. But in spite of that all, even as we see David, in spite of his shortcomings, in spite of the errors that we've seen him create, it was God working through him, and David allowing God to really use him to his fullest ability to accomplish those great things. And same thing for us. In spite of the different things that we have that are wrong, God can still, if we allow God to use us, then we can still accomplish great things. And the key thing for us to remember is that it's not by our own doing, but it's by God using us and us allowing Him to use us to accomplish great things. So it makes it, like I said, it makes life that much easier, because we kind of we know that we're in a partnership. As we've talked about even before in the past, it's a partnership with God. It's not by us doing anything by ourselves, but by the Lord working really on our behalf and accomplishing these things. And we're just going through and letting the Lord use us. So that's the requirement that we have, allowing the Lord to use us. So with that, that is today's Lessons for Life. Create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and we'll talk again tomorrow.